Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this lovely poncho here. It's a small size for a small girl, but obviously we can make it bigger for, adults. But I'm just going to show you how to make this size. As you can see, it's got nice strings there to tighten the neck, and it's also got that movable applique there, and showing that it's been handmade. Oh yes, so this is what we are going to make. That's the back there in today's tutorial. And for that, I'm going to be using this double knit wool. It will make this, I'm going to make it in two colors, just like this one has been made. It will be this at the top, and then I will have a contrast color. So you just need two balls, one of each. This one will do the top the top half, and then the other one will just finish it off. Then we will need the contrast colors to make the borders. As you can see, this whole thing is worked out in about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, okay, about 30 rows. So you can make it a bit longer or a bit shorter, depending on the size of the person you're going to knit it for, to crochet it for. Okay, so to make this very size here, I'm going to start off by casting on 105 stitches. Just take that one off there, and we are going to do 105 stitches. Okay, so let's get cracking. Okay, this is where I am. I've done my 105 chains, and I've made sure that my chain is straight after joining with the slip stitch there. Then, like I said, you start off with 3 chains, then 1 double crochet into each of the chains, chain 2, 3 double crochet into each of the next 3, chain 2, skip 1, 3 double crochet into the next 3, chain 2, skip 1, and you keep doing that until you come to the end here. When you get to this end here, you chain 2 after the last cluster, and you slip stitch into the 3rd chain, top of the 3rd chain there. That joins our round. So when you do your count for the 105 stitches we've chained, you'll see that we've got 26 of these clusters. 1, 2, 3, 26, which makes them 13 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on each side. What that means is we are going to now have increases. Are going to be increasing at the 13th, after the 13th cluster there, and before the first cluster there, so that our increased stitches will be in the middle, like that. This is where we are going to be increasing. So to do that, like I've slip stitched to the top of that first 3 chain, then I will slip stitch on top of these 2 DCs right into the first 2 chain space. This is where I'm going to start my V increase. I will chain 3 and 2 double crochet, do 2 double crochet into that 2 chain space. Chain 2 and do another 2 double crochet into that 2 chain space. By the way, because I'm using double knitting, I'm also using a 4mm crochet hook. That's what I'm normally comfortable with. You can use a smaller crochet hook or a bigger one, depending on your tension. With me, I'm comfortable with using a 4mm crochet hook. So after those 3, I chain 1, and I work 3 double crochet into the next 2 chain space. So I'll do that until chain 1, do 3 double crochet into the next space, chain 1, do a cluster of 3. So I'm going to do that until I come to the point where I am going to do my increase. So it's chain 1 and do your 3 double crochet into that 2 chain space, and always chaining once in between the clusters as I move on. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to work out until I've reached the other center. So if I take what I've just done to be the back center, then I'm actually working towards my front center kind of. Or if I take that to be the front center, then I'll be working towards the back center. It doesn't really matter because the whole thing is symmetrical. You know, the back can be the front until you've put the strings and all that. But as we are working it now, you can't really differentiate between the back and the front. It's more or less the same thing. So I'm working towards my other, through my first half. So it's just putting my double crochets, 3 into each 2 chain space until I've done enough. As you can see, this is where I've started there. So I've skipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to do 10, 11, 12, 13 and see if that won't be the center there. So, okay, I chain 1. I do another cluster of 3 there. As you can see, this is something which is just made up of a very simple double crochet stitches, but it comes out very, very well. It comes out it's so dressy. You know, your little girls can be going out for parties or, wearing these nice ponchos. And if you make them in the nice colors, they will also match a lot of their clothing. Okay, let's just see how far I've gone now. I want to believe chain 1 and do 3 again there. By now, I think I've now reached the other half. Okay. Now, I might have even overgone there. Okay, this is where I've done my increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is like the half. So it means after doing my increase there, I will work 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 clusters. Then I'll make another increase by working 3 double chains, 2 chains, and 3 double chains into the same 2 chain space. And then I will chain 1 and I will continue. To make sure that I've got it right, I should be able to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spaces. By so doing, it will be symmetrical. So I'm going to work my 3 double chain clusters into all that until I reach there. Then I'll slip stitch into the top of that first 3 chains, 3 chains there. I will slip stitch into the middle there and work out my increase, so that at the end of the day, I'll be having this at the front of my work, the increases there, and I'll also have them at the back of my work. So continue working. When you finish off this one, depending on how many rows it will have made, then add another contrast color to make the right length, the desired length of your poncho. Then I'll see you there when we're finished making our poncho, so that I'll then show you how to finish it off. Okay, welcome back. I've now finished working the body of my poncho, and for this I've done 26 rows. Like I said before, you can make it longer or shorter depending on the size you want. And for this I've put a light, this kind of green, lime green or lemon green at the base to contrast with the greens inside my pink wool. Okay, so I'm going to now show you how to finish off the borderline. And for that, this is what I have done. This is what I'm going to show you. It's very smart, but very easy to do. This borderline here, you can see it. I've got it in blue here. So that's what we are now going to work at. And for that, I'm going to be using this double knit here, snugly double knit wool. And I'm still continuing with my 4mm crochet hook. Okay, so at the end of my last row, body row, I did 3 chain 2, slip stitch into the top of the 3rd chain, then slip stitch all the way over the first 3 trebles or DCs. Then instead of slip stitching into that, this is where I then use my contrast wool. I'm going to take my contrast wool like that, and then instead of slip stitching this one, I'll slip stitch using the contrast wool. Then I will use both ends of the contrast wool, the one end of the contrast wool and the other end of the last color I used there, and I'll securely tie it maybe 3 times. Then obviously at the end of the project, I will make sure that I tidy up these loose ends so that my garment will be smart. Okay, now this is how we work that. I normally chain 6. Okay, then I will do an SC into the 3rd chain from the hook, and then I will do a DC into the same 2 chain space. This time I chain 2 and I do a single crochet into that to make a picot. This is what I call a picot, made out of my single crochet, my SC. So I'm going to do that. I'll go again into that same 2 chain space, and I'll chain again 2, do a single crochet into, you can see I'm going at the bottom of that to make, going through the 2, not just the 1, and do a single crochet, pull out and then pull out again. And I will do another DC double crochet into the same 2 chain space. So at the end of it all, I'll have 4 double crochet. You can see I have 4 double crochet in there, and I have made 3 picots rather. Okay, so I will now continue because I want to work all the way around doing this same thing. So I will chain 1 and I will do a single crochet into the next 2 chain space, and I will chain 1 again and repeat this process here. I will do 1 double crochet, I will chain 2, do a single crochet there, and do another DC double crochet, chain 2, make a single crochet like that to make a picot. Then I will do my double crochet. I have to do another one, chain 2, do a single crochet there, then the last double crochet into that. As you can see, I've now worked 4 there with 3 picots in between. Then I chain 1. Don't forget to chain 1 before you do a single crochet into the next 2 chain space, and you do a single crochet again, and you repeat that all the way around, as you can see. So we'll meet there when I've finished going all the way around. Okay, welcome back. Now I've finished doing the edge using my contrast. As you can see, with all those picots all the way around, my garment. The next stage is to now put finishing around the neck edge. This is again very simple. We're just going to start off by doing, again using our 4mm hook. We are going to start maybe at this is where I would like to call the back. I'll start by using slip stitch there. I always do it this way. Once I do that, then I'm going to make sure that I tie these loose ends together, and then obviously hide them at the end of my project. Okay, I normally tie 3 times to make sure that it's nice and secure. Okay, so again, this is very simple. I'm going to chain 3 to start off with, okay, and work 2 DCs in the same 2 chain space. Remember, this is now where we started off, and I will chain 1 and make 3 in the next space. DCs, 3 DCs in the next space, and chain 1 and make 3. So we'll do that all the way around. Chain 1, do that. So let's do that. Then I'll meet you at the end there when we finished the round. Okay, I've now finished and fastened off my thing, like I said, and now we did the neck. So I've gone round my neck with those 3 DCs into each of those spaces. Now I'm just left with making these picots here to tie up my neckline. You can tie it up the way you like, but with me, I always love picots. So for that, I chain 3 and do an SC into that, and then do another single crochet into the next on top of this double crochet, and I chain 3. The reason why I'm chaining 3 for these picots is because I want them to stand out, you know, more. But obviously you can make it 2 chain like we did before, but for this one I'm just doing 3 because it's the neckline. I would like them to stand out more. Then I will do a single crochet into that space, and I'll again I'll then again do single crochet into the next chain. So 1, 2, 3. I'm making my picots as before, and 1 single crochet there in the next space. So I'll continue like this. I'll continue like this until I've worked my way around with all these single crochets. So I'll leave you to do that until you finish, and I'll also show you how to finish off to make these accessories. You can make this the way you like it. And to make these balls, again, it's very simple. I'm going to be using a smaller crochet hook. I'm using a 3mm crochet hook to make these, and I will also need a bit of filling to do that. So I start off by doing a magic ring, as usual, magic ring like that, and into that magic ring, chain 1, I'm going to work 6 double crochet, sorry, single crochet, 6 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I close it. Okay, maybe not 6, but make it 12, just to be on the safer side. Then you don't have to increase 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's just make it 12 so that we don't increase, and close it off with a slip stitch. So what's going to happen at this point is I'll chain 1, and then I'll do a single crochet into each of those 12. Then it will be much easier. You know, if you want it to be very small, because I'm making this size, then you can do either 6, 8, 9, whatever, you know. But because I want it to stand out, I've done 12 single crochet, and then I'll do a single crochet into each and every one of those, and end up with a slip stitch at the top there. I'll repeat that because I'm not increasing. I want it to come to shape up, so I'll do that. Okay, as you can see, when I'm working around it, it's already shaping into a ball because I'm not increasing, I'm just working it straight up. So there we are. So there we are. You can already see that I've already got that that shape. Okay, so I will do it again. I just want to show you to the beginning. I'll chain 1, go around again, go around. Okay, now once I see that I've got the right size ball which I want at the end here, I'm then going to again slip stitch to the beginning there, and now I want to close it. And the way to close it is to chain 1, pull 1 into the next, like you want to do a single crochet, and then again into the next one, and then pull. That will decrease. I'll end up with 6. So I'll just continue like that. Like that. Okay. Then, once I've done that, I will take my, obviously, remember to put it the right way up, because as you shape it, it can be inside out like mine has done. Okay. So you put in your filling, tiny filling there to close up your tiny ball. Okay, then just have to cut off that tail there. Then I'll continue decreasing so that my ball is totally closed. So it's like chain 1, and pull and then pull again into the next one, and then pull through the 3 loops like that, again into that, and making sure my filling stays inside, and pull again into the next one. There we are, and we pull out again out of those 3. So I'm going to continue like that until my ball is totally closed. You know, you can also find maybe different ways of doing that, but it's not difficult. The idea is to just make sure that that ball is closed and everything is inside. So I'll just now be going around until I make sure that I've closed my small ball. It can be a bit tough to work around that small thing. Okay, I'm almost there. So once I've had it closed, like if this is closed, you can see I have my small ball. What I then do is I do this, and I now want to make my rope, you know, to make it as long as it can possibly be around the neck. So this is how I do it. I pull out like that. Like that. Now I want to be making it using 3 strands. And the way to do 3 strands is to make sure the first strand is, as you can see, if I pull that inside there, I now have 3 strands. So I want to be making it using 3 strands. So I'll go in there and I'll pull up like this and like that. Now I'm already crocheting using 3 strands. I'm now making this rope we are seeing here. So how to make the 3 strands, I will show you again how I'm making the 3 strands. This loop here, you will see as I go through the 3 strands, there's one with a loop. So inside that loop there, this is where you draw this thread coming from the wool. You draw it through there, you pull it, it becomes 3 strands. And you continue until you've got the desired length of your loop, and you put another ball at the end. And if you want this applique, you can put it according to your own design, thread it through, and that will be your finished poncho. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Again, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. We'll meet again in the next video. It's a bye for now.